With Absa Agribusiness, you can navigate uncertain terrains in an ever-changing landscape. Find out how our team of specialists can help you build a business for the future.
Day 4 here at Nampo 2023 is all about the final retail experience and perhaps concluding the final deals at this largest agricultural expo and grain festival in the Southern Hemisphere at Bothaville, not far from the Northern Free State border. Nampo 2023, for all accounts, has been a massive success, and organisers say massive numbers, record numbers of people, and also record numbers of deals have been struck. One of the most interesting little aspects about Nampo is the fact that the airfield, just about 1 kilometre north of the Nampo stands, is one of the busiest airports in Southern Africa for this week of May during the Nampo period, and it's been described as one of the wealthiest airstrips in Southern Africa during this week, in that it's already been called the Millionaire Strip, with airlines or small aircraft and helicopters flying in, and farmers and investors and multinational companies flying their staff to Nampo to come and exhibit goods and obviously also conclude deals. So it's serious business here at Nampo 2023, and it has been this week. On today's program, we're going to be talking about a 25-year partnership in the wine industry between Absa Agribusiness and the South African Pinotage brand, and we attended a function and we look at that a little bit later. But first, we talk transformation in the agriculture and farming sector. We're going to be looking also a little bit later about BFAP, which is a insights-driven business that provides insights and research on an unprecedented scale across sectors in South Africa for insights and better investment decisions and data. But first, we talk to Absa Agribusiness about transformation in the sector. Langa Simela, Agribusiness Development Manager, what is it that you see as the most important points of Nampo assisting in, when one looks at ESG and the S part of it? What is it that are the important touch points of relevance for a role of a bank like Absa here at an agriculture and farming convention?
What I see is there's lots of advancement in technology in terms of the tractors that we have, the implements and equipment, and you see it all around us. And even in the livestock sectors, there's improvements on the breeding side and the breeds that are offered in the market. So there's generally a lot of growth and development in the agri sector in terms of the technologies and the inputs that are available. So we need that to grow a sector, a resilient sector, an efficient sector. You need that. And we've had very good years, you know, the past 4 or 5 years of production have been very good. So the sector is growing, and that sets a nice background for inclusivity, because if you're going to develop newcomers into the sector, you need a sector that's capable of growing. If it's not growing, it's very difficult to then develop newcomers into the sector. The second point that I see is year on year, you see a really growing passion, concern, need to drive inclusivity across the sector. It almost becomes topical at every Nampo conversation that we have. But not just conversation, there's also efforts to get it done. So to me, it gives us hope that we're in the right direction for South African agriculture.
And just very quickly, we see from the technology innovators that they're starting to look at the emerging market and making products available and also entry level for that market. Is that something you're also seeing in the financial services environment?
Yes, and very exciting too, because it kind of solves the problems that we deal with perennially. I mean, one is the Kula app, the marketplace that we have. So what Kula does is that the farmers are able to sell their products on the marketplace. But not only sell product, they're able to also buy inputs at the marketplace. So that offers that transparency that we always lack as banks, and we're not able to assess the client because we don't have the information about them. But once they're trading on a platform such as a Kula, we can see exactly who they are buying from, who they are selling to, what they're making, what's the quality of their product. So we can do an assessment of the client or based on that, and we can even finance them through the same platform.
One of the long-standing partnerships that Absa Agribusiness has had is with BFAP, a company providing data and insights across the agricultural sector. We spoke to the CEO of BFAP, and he told us about the importance of data and also how data has changed and how it's fundamentally improving insights about investment, but also decision-making at ground level about agriculture. Ferdy Meyer, the Managing Director of BFAP, a very important partnership that you've had with Absa for many years now. Tell us what BFAP does and the role it's been playing and the Absa partnership has played in the South African agricultural and farming environment.
Yeah, it's been a truly amazing journey. So BFAP stands for the Bureau for Food and Agriculture Policy. And at essence, we are informing decision making. And this is where the whole initiative and this vision started 20 years ago with Absa, where we said, we can develop a platform, analytical models, databases, and inform those through industry experts and ground truthing. So over the years, we've developed this model and platform where we do a 10-year outlook of the agriculture sector, and it also includes the value chains, in other words, the food sector. And we generate this once a year for the full agriculture sector that we also publish.
So it's obviously changed in the past 20 years from a very sort of local production environment to what is today a global game, and looking at some global geopolitical issues and also some global policy and international financing institutions playing in agriculture more and more. It's becoming more and more important to collect that data.
Absolutely, Gary, you are right. So we're linking into global networks. So for example, the OECD, FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization. We have colleagues in the US. So I can promise you the last 2 years have been hectic. Constantly running new analytics models. We understand this world is extremely volatile currently. We have also developed, also in cooperation with some of the Absa branches, expanded our model into Africa. So we have an African network now where we run across 16 African countries and also start tracking their agriculture value chains. What are they doing in terms of production system consumption? Where are we going over the next 10 years in terms of consumption patterns? Where's the food going to come from? And more importantly, the trade patterns. In other words, transportation, ports, and who's going to demand how much food and where's the food going to come from?
Another unique partnership agribusiness has had over the past 25 years is one with the wine cultivar, or the wine product from South Africa, Pinotage, uniquely South African. We spoke to the head of the Pinotage Association and also attended a function in celebration of this 25-year relationship. Mr. Beyers Trita, the chairman of the Pinotage Association, you did a presentation here and a panel discussion at Nampo 2023, but it's all about Pinotage. It's about celebrating a relationship with Absa Agribusiness, which has come a long way. Tell us about this partnership and where does it sit in with the plans, the greater plans of Pinotage?
It's done a lot for Pinotage over the years. We've been together for 25 years. And one of the biggest things that happened was that the prices of Pinotage has gone up tremendously. Where we in the beginning sold Pinotages most probably at the highest at 100 Rand a bottle. The prices these days is Pinotages fetching up to 1,000 and 2,000 Rand a bottle. And with that income, the farmers can do a tremendous lot more. With a marketing like last night where we did the food and wine pairing with Pinotage and all the stories of Pinotage, Pinotage's name has become much more well-known, not only in South Africa, but all over the world. And people are seeing that Pinotage can really make top class, world-class wines.
In terms of the partnerships, what are some of the specifics that you do? Because you're also contributing to a major part of developing that part of the agriculture sector.
Yeah, we're doing a lot together. We've got a lot of competitions. First of all, we choose the top 10 Pinotages yearly. We call it the Absa top 10. It's become known as that. We choose the best Cape blends. We choose the best old Pinotages. We choose the best rosés. So we've got a lot of wine competitions. That's also putting the name of Pinotage out there. But there's a lot of other initiatives also. This year we're going to have a look at the viticulturists, the guys that work in the vineyard, that toils in the vineyard every day, to give them recognition. We are going to look at, we've taken in 10 students together with Absa, and we're putting them out in the field, guys that have been studying for 2 or 3 years, and now they've got a practical year where they learn more about in the vineyards, in the cellar, selling wine, wine marketing, going outside and selling wines. So there's a lot of relationship things that we have together.
And then just finally, the brand is also taking a step up. There's a new range coming out. Tell us quickly about that.
Yeah, we've got a classification. We've done the Absa Top 10 for 27 years. So, and we've had a look at people that can sell Pinotage above 500 Rand and what other Pinotages do in competitions overseas. And out of that, we chosen the best 6 and we branded it Grand Pinotage. And we sell it at a fair price, 1,500 Rand a bottle. And it's sort of the first premiumization of a variety in South Africa, the first sort of, it's premiumization of the variety.
Before we say goodbye here from Nampo 2023, just north of Bothaville in the Northern Free State, perhaps something to leave the audience with is the fact that sales, and particularly in the tractor and farming implement sector, as far as harvesters and tractors are concerned, one manufacturer told us they sold more tractors here at Nampo 2023 than the entire year last year. And in one sector specifically, all 10 million Rand tractors were sold during this week, and it shows a confidence in the agricultural and farming sector, and it also shows that some confidence is returning to the sector and the industry after 4 bumper crop years, and that has a lot to do with strategy. They also say with weather, a little bit lucky, but at the end of the day, an important reason for South Africa to be excited about the agriculture sector going forward, and to nurture the industry and the sector for its importance to food security and the South African economy. From Nampo 2023, this is Business Day Television, and until we see you again at the next agricultural conference.
With Absa Agribusiness, you can navigate uncertain terrains in an ever-changing landscape. Find out how our team of specialists can help you build a business for the future.